Okay, so welcome to part 2 of the lab on doing the monthly QA, or the video on doing the monthly QA. The equipment that we've got right here is what we're going to use to do the output of the machine and calculate the energy. We've got our ion chamber, which is a TG51 ion chamber, but for the purpose of this measurement, we're not going to need that calibration factor. And we have our cube phantom. There we go. Okay. So we're going to leave the protective cap on. We're probably going to need a little bit of tape to stop this coming out because of the air pressure inside the cube is trying to push this out. So that's our ion chamber and our cube. This is going to be set to 100 SSD, 10 by 10 field to the top of the cube. And this measurement here is a 5 centimeters depth, so we're going to be measuring the output, and then when we want to measure the energy, we want to place it at a 10 centimeter depth, and that's going to be a case of flipping the cube 180 degrees. The other thing we're going to use today is an electrometer. I'm going to choose to use this electrometer today. It actually doesn't matter which of our electrometers you use. We have 2 of these, and we also have the Supermax electrometer. Any of those is fine. What we're going to use is 300 volts. So we're going to set this to 300 volts. So just to quickly go over how this works. This button here is to turn it on and off. It is safe to turn this on and off and have this disconnected as long as the voltage is off. So currently the voltage is off. And so it's safe for me to connect this. So I'm actually going to be using a cable through the wall, but just to show you how this connects, because the cable is exactly the same. It's this type of connector here. Just there's 2 little pins. You just make sure you line up the 2 notches with the 2 pins, push it, and then turn it clockwise to secure it. The other thing you'll notice is we've got the electrometer set to lock. When the electrometer is set to not lock, this little notch is going to be at the 9 o'clock position, the little white notch. And what that means is that this will be permanently zeroed. It won't be able to collect any charge at all. And again, it's actually a good idea to have it in the lock position whenever we're going to apply voltage. So if we want to apply plus 300 volts, we turn this to plus 100%, and I did that with it set to lock. So now there is 300 volts being applied to the ion chamber. I'm just going to disconnect it. So I'm going to set it back to 0. It's still locked. I'm going to disconnect this because, as I said earlier, we're not actually going to use the electrometer here. We're going to put the electrometer outside of the room, and we'll set up the phantom. So to do this, I'm going to use the couch controls. So let me just flip this around and show you the couch controls real quick. Okay, so these are the couch controls. This one is going to allow me to move the couch up. Oh, I'm sorry, it is not. It's going to move it left and right. That one is up and down, so let's try it again.